Today on Fullstack Nomads, we are diving deeper into Belgium. It's our second day here, and after exploring Brussels, we are heading out to see more of this country. From the salty breeze of Blankenberge Beach to the storybook streets of Bruges, this is slow travel, fast memories, and real nomad life. If you love travel, culture, and building a life without borders, hit that subscribe button. Let's explore Belgium. And if you haven't seen our Brussels video yet, I've linked it below. Definitely check that out. We started our morning in Brussels, still half asleep, but already excited. Booked our tickets straight from the SNCB app. Super easy. And yes, I got that under 26 discount, which honestly feels like a travel hack in Belgium. The plan was simple, train to Bruges, but travel plans never stay simple. On the way, we looked at each other and said, "Wait, the beach is right there." So just like that, plans changed. Two train changes later, we were heading toward Blankenberge instead. And wow, the beach was absolutely beautiful. It was cloudy, cold, and the wind near the sea hit different. But the sound of the waves? So calm, so peaceful. One of those moments where you stop talking and just listen. By this point, reality hit. We hadn't eaten anything, so we went straight to an Indian restaurant for brunch, and honestly, perfect choice. The lights, the ambience, the whole vibe felt so Indian, it instantly lifted our mood. They even gave us complimentary papad and bread pakora, which already won my heart. We ordered chicken tikka masala, chicken masala curry, rice pulao, and dal. And every single dish was chef's kiss, exactly what we needed after the cold. Good food, cold sea air, and spontaneous plans. This is why I love traveling like this. And we still hadn't even reached Bruges yet. We headed back to the station and finally got on the train to Bruges. And this train ride, unreal. Endless green fields, classic windmills, and that calm countryside vibe you only get in Europe. It felt like we were slowly entering a postcard, and then just like that, we arrived in Bruges. Bruges is one of those cities that doesn't feel real. It's often called the Venice of the North because of its canals, and honestly, it deserves that title. This entire city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which means what you are seeing today has been preserved for centuries. Most of these buildings date back to the medieval period when Bruges was one of the richest cities in Europe. At one point, Bruges was a major trading hub connecting Europe to the rest of the world. That wealth is the reason the architecture feels so grand. Even the small streets look cinematic. What I loved most is how walkable the city is. No rush, no noise, just cobblestone streets, canals, bicycles, and history everywhere you look. Fun fact: Bruges is also famous for Belgian chocolate, waffles, and beer, with some breweries operating for hundreds of years. It's one of those places where you don't need a plan, just walk, get lost, and enjoy. After exploring, we headed back toward the Brussels city center, and of course, we couldn't leave without trying Belgian waffles. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Simple, classic, and absolutely worth it. As the day came to an end, we started heading back to the Netherlands. Our first stop was Antwerpen Central, and I was completely speechless. This wasn't just a train station, it looked like a palace, a castle, a cathedral, all in one. Easily one of the most beautiful stations I have ever seen in my life. Travel days like this remind me why I love being on the move. Unexpected detours, historic cities, good food, and moments that stay with you forever. As this day comes to an end, it's crazy how much we experienced in just one trip. We woke up in Brussels, felt the cold sea breeze in Blankenberge, walked through the fairytale streets of Bruges, and ended the day surrounded by beauty at Antwerpen Central. What started as a simple plan turned into one of those journeys I'll always remember. Spontaneous detours, quiet moments, and places that completely surprised me. Travel like this reminds me why I do what I do. Not just to see new places, but to feel them, to slow down, to listen, to live the moment. If you enjoy real travel, real stories, and life on the move, you are in the right place. This is Fullstack Nomads. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next journey.